So in the 1950s, two scientists that were studying the brains and development of the vision centers in cats taught us a whole lot about neuroscience and development and how we interact with our world in general. So here's the experiment. Keep in mind, it's not super ethical, but they did it nevertheless, and here's what we learned. So they took two groups of kittens. One group, they only exposed them to horizontal lines, so only things that were like this. That means no chair legs, no tables, no lamps, no trees, nothing that was vertical. The other group was the opposite. They only exposed them to vertical lines, so they didn't have any exposure to anything horizontal, so no stairs, no tables with a flat edge, nothing lying flat. And what they found was really interesting. The cats that lived in the vertical world couldn't see anything horizontal, so they couldn't see any tables to lie flat, they couldn't find anywhere to sleep, they couldn't go upstairs because those are also horizontal. And they found the same thing in the other group, in the group that was in the horizontal world. They couldn't see anything vertical, so they couldn't see trees, they couldn't see chair legs, they were constantly bumping into stuff, they just couldn't see the opposing angles or anything in them. Now most cats have no trouble seeing both vertical and horizontal lines, but the cats in this experiment, nervous systems and brains developed based on a reality that they thought they knew. So they're really going around their world right now literally and physiologically blind to half of reality, and they don't even know it. Okay, so this is what I get out of it. Full integration with the physics, geometry, and energy of our world actually depends on our exposure to certain patterns and codes in nature that help us unlock our full biological potential. It's sort of well known that at one point in our history, it's likely that we as humans had access to teachings that allowed us to tap into the energy forces around us that we don't quite understand anymore. The problem is, as time went by, we collectively lost a lot of these teachings and these knowledge, and now it's just considered woo-woo science stuff that we don't understand, when I think there's actually a whole system out there for it. What if we were capable of so much more than we thought we were? What if all that crazy shit is actually real? What if we could actually rewire our brains and nervous systems and tap into these different forces and understandings and energy fields to really wield some interesting power? So I can't help but wonder what forces of nature remain unseen or unknown to us simply because we weren't taught how to understand them or use them or utilize them. It's a big world out there, people. The truth is stranger than fiction.